Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to the stream. It's been a while. It's been a long while. I've said that before, but not quite this long. Welcome along, guys. It's good to be back. Tonight we're in Live for Speed, and we're going to be checking out what's new in the world of Live for Speed. There's a few exciting developments I want to share with you, and also, obviously, the new mods which are available to check out and have some fun with. Yeah, it's good to be back. All I can say is life. It's just life. That's the reason why. Things have just been seemingly mad busy, and yeah, anyway, we're back, and that's the main thing. So welcome to it, guys. Welcome to Norman, greetings from the Bermuda Islands. I hope the Bermuda Islands are lovely right now. Evening, Steve. I'm doing good. How are you? Thanks for checking in. It's been yeah, been too long. I think we're gonna have some fun this evening. Evening, Gaz. Evening, Frank. Oi, says Frank. I know. All these guys. Thanks for coming back online and spending your Saturday evening with us this evening. Even to Gareth, who's tuning in from Germany this evening. I hope your German's doing well, and the expo's been worthwhile. Right, let's jump into it. So let's go over into the game and see what we're dealing with this evening. So yeah, some exciting stuff to be getting on with here. Evening, Raymond. It's good to see you back. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's good to be back, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's been so long since we've been online. It's been tearing at my soul, to be honest. Yeah. So here we go. Live for Speed. So we've done modding videos in the past where we've seen some of the latest creations for Live for Speed and all the weird and wonderful things which come out of modders' brains. But today we're also going to be showing some of the developments which have been going on by the actual developers of Live for Speed. So they've been working on some test patches, of which this is one of them. This is patch 0.7 D44, and it includes something I've been looking forward to, actually, because we've done races with modded cars before now, and it's been lots of fun. We've had weird combinations of trucks, buses, all that kind of stuff. But until this point, we've not been able to do anything with bikes. So now we can have AI races with motorbikes as well. And they've also been making some changes to the actual behaviour of the bikes in terms of the lean angles and grip available and all that kind of stuff. So it could well be that the bikes handle a little bit more respectably, I suppose, a bit more, a bit less skittish, a bit less folly-overy, and perhaps a little bit more grip available to us. So we're going to check that out first, and then we'll throw on some other bikes and see how they race. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get on track. We're going to ride the Reaper X1 first, just to see how we get on here. Now, of course, riding a bike with a steering wheel is a bit weird, so bear with. But let's see how we get on here. Alright. Let's engage first gear and go for a ride. So again, we're in the cockpit mode here, so we're going to be leaning. So if you just had your dinner, I apologise. So here we go. Right. It's going to be a little bit careful with the old throttle inputs, because I expect this bike to be particularly quick on the old acceleration and potentially some wheelie action going on. So here we go. Checking it in here. Not too bad so far. Lots of angle as we get through there. Let's get it slowed down here. Turn it into this last corner. Bit more angle. More angle. Nope, there's the grass. And we're off already. Okay, brilliant. Great start. Go again. I'm just kind of curious to see whether we've got more grip available at the sky, everybody. Right. Let's slow down. Right. Well, the fact that you can get it turned in there beforehand, that was not easy to do, and then apply the throttle on the way out. So already very positive signs. Ooh, get off the curb. Okay, we're good. Oh, no. That's what happens when you wheelie and then land whilst leant over. Doesn't like it. Right, let's just for the sake of all you guys who've had you done it. Okay. What was I saying earlier about making sure my throttle inputs were not too wild? Right, here we go. Let's get to a corner and then just try it from there. Okay, turn it in. But look at that, plenty of grip. And the fact that you can lean it over that far and get through the corner reasonably successfully with a bit of practice. It's good and very positive. Just gentle with the old throttle going down the hill there. Right, get on the brakes nice and early. The first corner here at Blackwood. Oops. Sended in a bit too quick. Sorry, Frank. I know if you just had dinner, I apologise. You might be revisiting it. Let's get something a little less wild, shall we? Let's go for another bike, but slightly less powerful one. Let's try. Well, the Mosquito is a particularly favourite one. Let's see how this gets on. It's obviously a lot slower than the one we're realistic. Okay, what I was looking at then, we've got a pillion on the back as well. Stop it. Stop wobbling. What's going on? It's not working so well. Why has it got passengers on? Don't want a passenger on it. Anyway, let's try. Let's try this one. Hopefully this one doesn't give me the death wobble straight off. Okay, that one's alright. Phil's back, guys and girls. Yes, sorry, crashing has already started. Wouldn't be a SRP video without tons of crashing. Right. Ooh, steady. Turbocharged noises. Hey, look at that. Get the thing leant over through there. It's not too bad, is it? It's handling it okay. Even being able to brake whilst leant over actually seems to work better as well. You do need to get it slowed down a lot quicker. Right, well, okay, my skills aside, that's it's not ideal. But let's try and see what the AI are capable of doing here. So I've got a grid set up of various different bikes here, so they have some variety, and just see how they get on with all of them. So let's, yeah, I'm on this one here, so let's do that. And we'll go for a quick race around Blackwood. Obviously, we've not even made around turn 1 yet, but let's see what we can do. See how far we can get, and if the AI are going to behave themselves, or if they're going to take me out. Who knows? Steve says, have you tried the new R Factor 2 online multiplayer? I haven't tried it yet. I was going to save it. I'm going to try and document my journey through it a little bit, but it's exciting, actually. It's good. It's about time that things got going on the RF2 multiplayer side of things. I think it's been overdue for a little while, but it's good to see it quite popular. A lot of people seem to be on at the moment, so I think too many, in fact. I think they've been having server issues, so yeah, it's good. Frank says, the physics seem very good if you keep things within a reasonable envelope. Yes, something I'm yet to find. Where's Funky? I don't know. I wouldn't blame him, though. He's probably thought, oh, Phil's not coming back. I'm not gonna watch him. I wouldn't be surprised. It's fine. Doesn't matter. I don't blame him for not being here. Frank says, I locked Funky in the basement as punishment for being unfair. That's where Funky is. So, might be better with the controller. Yes, potentially. I mean, the steering's quite sensitive, but it's all good. We'll give it a go. Yeah, says, can you go a bike that has 2 more wheels, please? Yes. Okay. There are quads. We could do that. Right, here we go. And here we are. We've got AI riding motorcycles in Live for Speed. How cool is this? no! I think that was probably my fault. I think I cut across him, but we'll just double check that. One particularly noisy one right in the front of the thing, that's that dirt bike, isn't it? But look at them. So what you'll notice here, we'll do some other AI races with... Yeah, that was my fault, I cut across him. I just took everyone out. And of course, because they're stuck to the bike, that's it. There's no escape. But yeah, we'll try it again with the cars later, but what you'll notice is the AI in Need for Speed used to, I guess, just get themselves into a line and then follow their leader. And they didn't used to spread out, but as you can see here, they're all capable of overtaking and also not just following the same line. It was close. It's just, I'm just keeping it easy here, just watching what they do and seeing how they get on through here and to see if we can ride around with them here. So they're quite timid and careful, but rightly so. I should be a bit more like them. Right, here we go. Woo! This way. Let's go get them. Oh, where do you come from? Don't hit me. Flat out down the straight, get on the brakes. Give myself a chance to get this slowed up. Well, we got further than we did on the other bike, which is positive. Get it turned in. Undercut here. There we go. But again, a reasonable amount of grip available through the corners. Uh-oh. Oh no. No, that's good. We got it stopped. I honestly thought we were going straight on there, but we didn't. Whoa! Bit of a wheelie there. Caught me off guard. And the outside. Don't know why not. Ooh. Difficult to start, finish straight-ish here because obviously you're going to be leant over all the way on the bikes. Not easy. Ooh, someone's bolted on the inside there. Ooh, nearly ran into the back of him. This is actually properly good. It's kind of, there's something about, I don't know, just being close to the other bikes as they're going through the corners. It's quite exhilarating. In a way. This one's quite quick in front of us here in terms of a straight line. It's getting on the brakes early as well. It's like a Hayabusa type bike. Ooh, bit of a nudge. No, keep it on the island. Okay, we're good. That's quite an angle through that. Oh no, there's one dead in the middle of the road. It's like bananas in Mario Kart. It's got to avoid these stricken bikes everywhere. Of course, what you do get with all this is a reasonable feeling of what's going on through the handlebars, because you can feel the thing wobbling around a little bit when you get a little bit over the limit, like that. Here comes a barrier. It's not a pleasant sight. Right, let's have a quick look at that, because that was a reasonable stint of riding them without falling off. So let's see what happened to some of these other bikes, especially that one off the start who's obviously been tripped over by somebody. Here we go. But I must say, it's mighty impressive. I mean, it was impressive enough that we were able to get bikes in Need for Speed in the first place. Oh, we didn't see what happened there. Let's pause that. Right. Rewind. What happened here? Oh, he just lost it on his own. I thought someone took him out. Okay. He overdid it. Right. I think this was the other one that was falling off in the middle of the road. We'll take a look. But it was already impressive that we had motorbikes in lift for speed, just for the fact of the physics exercise of doing that with two wheels when it's kind of geared up before. But now the fact that we're able to get the AI managing to take control of all that information that's going on from the physics side of things and also deal with it to a degree, it's mighty impressive. I am excited to see what it's like with the cars as well, because if it means that the racing's slightly better from an AI perspective, that'd be really good. Right, let's see what happens through here. There's no one near him, so I wonder whether he drops it himself. Yep. Oh, and that one did as well. I didn't realise there were two there. There we go. So this is up at the front here. That's trying to go around the outside. Failing. Snuck through on the inside there. Oops. I was just diving up the inside. But yeah, you can actually have a reasonable race with this. Obviously we've got various different bikes in here, so if we had all the same bike, I wonder how close they would stay together. We might try that next and just see if they can have a bit more of a race when they're perhaps a little bit closer together, because these particular bikes are all fairly even in terms of pace because they're all close-ish on the road, but there's a few which are much further back because they're much slower. So if you have a big group of them all together, what's wrong? But we both stayed up. The other one didn't fall off either, so that's good. Yeah. Very, very well done. Right, okay. Let's end the race a second. Let's just clear all the AI out, and then we'll just add in a whole load of ones I'm currently on. We're all on the same spec. Yeah, we are. Okay, cool. Right. Let's see. Let's add a few extras on there. How these all get on together the same bit of tarmac. I'm going to actually start from the back because I want to see all the carnage unfold. let's go. All right. Grid full of bikes, all in the same specifications. So let's see if they can race together or if it turns into Skittles at turn 1. Here we go. Okay, so they all did try to get into a similar line, but they have since fanned out a little bit. Whoa, that's 3 gone, 4 gone. Oh no, more. The one just tripped the other one over. That's the problem. If one of them drops it in front of you, you got nowhere to go. You're a goner too. Oh, wheelie over the crest there as well. Very nice. Up the inside. Whoa! Some tank slapper. Hello! Oh, I've taken the leader out as well. Oh, amazing. I did my own skittle there. Right, I have to watch that one back. Sorry, guys. Well, that was carnage, as I was kind of expecting it to be. But some of that was my fault. I'll be honest. Oh my goodness. Right, here we go. So 4 of them dropped in the first little kink left, mostly because they were out of position and they had to get lots of angle on. And they just couldn't handle it, so they just dropped it. So there's the other one. This guy's going to get tripped over here. They just look quite good when one of them runs over the other one. It's actually pretty good. Right. This is where all the fun happens here. So, get a good run out the outside of the black one there. Up and gone. I mean, to be honest, if you had the correct controller first, if you had an actual proper handlebar type controller. Oh, here we go. Right. Say goodbye to the blue one. Absolutely nailed him. He had no chance. Alright. Restart. Let's go again. Let's try that again without crashing. Got too excited, that's my problem. I got too excited on the big long straight. And then put the brakes on way before I should have done. When I wasn't sitting up properly. Right, here we go. A little bit of room on the inside there to sneak up the inside. Ooh, slightly more successful this time, just the one gone. Ooh, no. Maybe not. Oh no, I've gone too. Oh, that was a low speed, pitiful crash. Let's try that again. Not having that. It was all looking so good. We only lost one of them. I thought that was it, but no. Everyone else decided to pull over as well, me included. Okay. Okay, let's try this one more. The traction control off the line there. Go for the brave line up the inside again. Right. Oh no. No, don't hit me. No. I missed it. Ah. I honestly thought I got away with that then. I could have seen them sliding towards me and I was like, no! Oh dear. Come on, let's get a proper race going here. Avoid them. There we go. Problem is, they're now going to torpedo into turn one. So, need to be careful of that. Just set that guy up a little bit on the outside. But yeah, as I was saying, if you had the right kind of force feedback controller with an actual handlebar, that would be pretty good. And I think the likes of the ride games and TT games and things, if this gets further developed, yeah, it's a pretty decent bike sim possibility. Oh no. Ah, that was completely my mistake. I saw the brake lights, but just way too late. Oh well. Hey Samuel, welcome! It's been a while, yeah. As I was saying at the beginning, it's just... Unfortunately, life happened and things got busy, but we're back. And we're also back to falling off bikes in live for speed. Alright. No, miss them. There we go, good. This could also be track specific as well, so maybe... Oh. Oh, they're just falling over in sympathy. That's all it is. Let's try a different track. Let's just see, because if obviously that kink at Blackwood when you're going quite quickly there, it could unsettle the bike anyway. But let's try somewhere a little bit smoother. Let's try West Hill here, and let's let AI path do its thing. Yeah, and it's good to be back streaming. It's, as I said, it's been eating away at me, knowing that I haven't streamed for ages, and yeah, so anyway, we're here. So the idea now, obviously we're on West Hill Circuit, so let's see, with some slightly more flowing corners, without any kind of nasty little surprise kinks and things, whether the AI can handle themselves a bit better around here, so let's see. There we go, the instant move to the middle, and then they figure themselves out. There's a bit of weaving going on. That's asking for trouble. Don't get on that grass. Ooh, ah. You ran into me. The weaving got me. Alright. I'm going to go right. Keep out of everyone's way. Okay, come on. Let's go check in behind number 14 here. There we go. I have all this room down the inside here now, so they can have their little accidents to turn 1. Oh, that's a big one. Right, does require a bit of concentration, these things. Nice. Ooh, we're on the national circuit, Phil. No. No. I was all geared up to go around to the right then, but forgot which circuit we were on. Shame, that was going so well. Right, let's see if there's any more explosions into turn 1 as the bikes trip over themselves. Okay, so this one perhaps isn't as flowing as the full international circuit here at West Hill, so could be a little bit more of a troublesome thing in the twisty infield section. Everyone else survived. It was just me that catapulted into everyone. Right, let's go again. And we will move on and do some of the other mods as well. I'm just curious to give this a go because I think this is such a... One, it's a fun thing to do, and two, it's quite momentous in what's been achieved here in terms of lift for speed. Obviously the bikes, the AI are reasonably slow, so they're on the, I guess, the hardest difficulty, but this is, like, again, a test patch. This isn't... I tried my best, but absolutely nowhere I could go there. And this, kids, is why bike racing is dangerous. Let's sneak in behind this one. There we go. A little bit further back. Oh, it's 2 gone. Wow, he survived. Oh! I just saw that one out on the outside there. Oh no. I did what I thought that other one was going to do. Right. One more go. Promise. And we'll get this right. Just need to not be so overexcited. We'll be good. Right. What a great start that time. Decent run down to turn 1. Get on the brakes nice and early. Let them sort themselves out. Keep out of their way. Gently lean it over. Gently apply the power. Get ready to brake nice and early. Okay, get it turned in nice and gentle. Okay, remember we're on the national circuit, so we're going to be going left here. Well, they're a lot braver into there than I was. I wasn't going to go that quick into there. Not as familiar with this layout. Oop. Late move down the inside. Ooh, no. Oh. I could feel it. I could feel the bike just get too far, and then there was no way of recovering it. Well, that was actually reasonably... That was reasonably successful, I suppose. It was It was good because I know they have moments into turn one, but you've got 15 bikes all going into the same piece of tarmac, and the AI aren't ready for that. But once you've got past that, you could actually, with a bit of practice, you could actually have a proper tussle with the other riders. But I love how they kind of bounce off each other when they, obviously the tires and things, when they run over each other. It's pretty good. That's 4 gone up turn 1. You're going to see him in the background, lying in a heap. Oh, big one in the background there as well. The familiar sound of scraping metal on the tarmac. That was close. Nearly ran out of road there. So I was a bit too timid on the downhill left. And then got caught out on the brakes, but managed to get it stopped. Could have caused another accident there. And then, yep, low sided it. Really convincing low side, actually. Alright. Well, that's pretty good. I'm impressed. I think that's a really good start. I know there's been a couple of revisions which I've seen with the test releases, but that's really positive, really good. So excited to see where that continues to go. In the meantime, it's been a little while since we've done any kind of mod testing on Live for Speed, but if you look now on the right hand side here, we've got the scroll bar here, and now we're reduced from being a reasonable sized kind of bar to a dot. That's how many mods we have available in Live for Speed right now. It's brilliant. I love it. So cool. Right, let's go through them and let's find some ones we haven't tested before and see how we get on. So I did see Martin had released this one on the Discord channel, so we'll check out the MZG Sedan 63S. No guesses for what this one's modelled on. Police colours as well. Okay. There is nice colour combos. Here with the reds. Well, we've got some options here. We have sport mode, which actually, did that raise the ride height? It didn't it? What else did that do? Oh, so no sunroof. We have a track mode, which changes the colour of the window trims, very important for going on track, and having a black grille instead of no grille. Anything else that's changed on that? No. And then police mode with light bars and lights all over it and things. Cool. Well, let's check out the track mode. Let's do it. We'll open it up and see how we get on. You love the high revving engine noises. Yeah, the bike sounds pretty good, doesn't it, actually? Quite impressive. Right. Let's turn those off. We don't need the... We'll do... Oops. What we'll do is we'll put the... Where is it? I can never remember exactly where this was. I think it's... Where is it? View? No. Screen? No. Basically, I'm trying to change the clock type to... Why can I never find this? It's really weird. Always lose it. Right. I'm having a bit of a look at my settings here just to see what's going on, but basically what I'm just trying to do is just turn off the kind of the overlay of the shifter, etc. But that's fine. We'll leave them on for now. Actually, let's turn that off. Right. Let's fire it back up again. So, inside then. Quite a good looking interior actually, nicely modelled. Good, nice to see the dash is very detailed there, isn't it? It's pretty accurate from what I can tell. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. critical message in the wing mirror there. Okay. Interior looks good. Steering wheel's pretty interesting. It's got like, I don't know if that's how it is in the real car, but a bit of an odd design. But anyway, let's see how this thing goes. So V8, of course. Okay, sounds pretty good. Get on the brakes. And get into turn 1 and not worry about trying to see where you're going because you're leant over. You can actually keep a good eye on the road. Nice. So because it's a track mode, I wonder whether the traction control has been deactivated. It certainly seems quite happy to get the tail out through these corners. Very much so. Sounds good as well. Good deep rumble to it. It is very loose. I think I've cooked some tyres. Right. Let's get it slowed up here. Yeah, definitely a lot more slippery than it used to be. Let's go through this way. Do the chicane. Oh goodness. Thanks, Raymond. Just about held on to it. It's pretty close. That's not coming back. Okay. Well, that's pretty nice actually. Quick look on the outside here. Yeah. Looks very well done indeed. I like the details. It looks very convincing. I especially like the dash. I think the dash is very nice. Very good. Right. Let's see what else we can find then. So going down the list then. So there's obviously an RX-7 type car here. Let's see what this one is like. Got some serious venting going on the bonnet there. It's kind of confusing. It's got what looks like a Porsche badge on the front, but RX-7 bodywork on it. Okay. Let's see what happens. Let's try it out. Yep, so it's got the rotary sound to it. Again, dash is nice. The gauges are really quite nice with the different layouts to them. Nardi style steering wheel on it as well. The texturing all over the dash and the door cards and things is nice too. Oops, got gear hours in. Nicely balanced through there. A little bit overcompensated through there. It was a little bit snappy actually in a way. It was all fine, and all of a sudden the rear end was like, nope, just like that. So you get a little bit of pre-warning, and then that's it. That's your lot. Very snappy. Gotta be ready for that rear end to break loose on you, because it will. But yeah, sounds quite cool. You can tell it's obviously trying to give you a bit of a rotary sound to it. It's quite reasonably high revving, up to 8,000 RPM at the red light. Ooh, bit of understeering there, just too quick into that little right-hander. But you can still recover it, even though it does get sideways in a very rapid manner. You can still wrestle it back into some form of control. Stop. Yeah, quite a bit of corner entry understeer going on there. Let's take it off the track for a moment and just see how it handles the perimeter roads. That's a curb. Just have the reverb through the tunnel. Very nice. Roundabout check. Yep, middle of it. Okay, well, really good. If you're a fan of your RX-7s and your rotary engines, not bad at all. Right, so I noticed here, I'm going to show you this one here. This is a massive, great big, I guess, F-150 pickup. Not something we get here in the UK, but some options available here. So we've got the stock one. We have a chrome pack, which has mirrors, grille, bumpers, side runners, and rear bumper as well by the looks of things. And then, ooh, we also have a hardback one, which has a truck cab on it, and a light bar as well. And then a cup one with a substantial push bar on the front. Okay, let's just take the chrome edition out. Ooh, wow! Look at that dash. Well, that's pretty neat, isn't it? So we've got, ooh, all the dials are functioning as well. I can see the oil temperature. Is that? Or is that pressure? That's pressure. It's moving. And then you got water temp. I guess that's transmission oil temperature on the third one over. And obviously fuel gauge as well. That's cool that they're actually working gauges and they're all neatly done. I think part of the update for Live for Speed in the test patches was allowing more freedom with the dashes, and I think a lot of people have been playing with those. So it's good to see that's actually a working thing. So on the right hand side there, we've got in the middle of the car, I guess, you have the infotainment system, which has the correct time on it, of course, if you notice that. It is currently 8:44 in the UK. Temperature's wrong though. It's not that warm. Right. There we go. Working boost gauge in the middle as well of the speedometer. Great big pickup truck. Stops well. Turning is what you would expect, I suppose. This is never going to turn in like a purpose-built race car, of course. The sound wasn't quite what I was expecting it to be. I don't know. I would have thought it was supposed to be a V8. Or is it a diesel version? It might be a diesel version, actually. Didn't check that. But okay. Driving wise, you can feel it wallowing around and just moving around underneath you a little bit. That's as expected. Now, as is the truck, of course, we've got to test the off-roading capabilities. Seem reasonably capable there. That was all done on purpose, of course. That wasn't an accident. Let's go over this way. Gravel, no problem. It's gonna try and keep an eye on where that temperature gauge is, because if that moves as well, that's pretty neat. ABS kicking in there. You can see the light flashing away on the dash. Stops remarkably quickly. I mean, there's a lot of weight in this thing. And it was moving pretty quickly though as well, so to get it stopped that fast, I don't know whether that's accurate. I don't know whether the brakes on the F-150 are that good or not, but certainly wasn't quite what I was expecting. I was expecting to have to brake halfway down the straight to get it stopped for the next corner, but never mind. It stopped perfectly well. We know we can rely on that going to the next corner as well. 7 gears. Yeah, those brakes are very good. And again, there's a fair amount of understeer going on there, but that's yeah, that's a nice looking model as well. It's very well done, that. Good work. Right. So what I was spotting here, so we've done the Porsche before in one of the previous ones we've done. But I've noticed here we have an Audi and a Ferrari as well. So I'm gonna have to test the Ferrari out, but what we might do is we'll get the other GT3 cars on track as well and just put them back to back and see how they go. Let's clear our grid of bikes. That's a carnage that was. Right, let's go add the Audi, which looks pretty nice. It's one of the Evo versions, which has the newer front end on it. It's got the yellow headlight option and then an endurance option as well, which has some extra lighting by the looks of things. Okay, let's add a few of those, and then we'll get the Progetti, which we know is very good. Chuck a few of those on there, and then we'll jump in the Ferrari here, which looks pretty good. Nicely modeled by the looks of things. And again, I got a sprint and an endurance version with the yellow lights and the extra headlights. So add a few of those, and then we'll get ourselves at the back of the grid here. Let's should we take this one? Let's do Rockingham, shall we? We don't want the fast chicane. That's just going to be. Oh, didn't like that. Didn't like that at all. Okay. We are back. Maybe we'll try with less cars. Let's try that again. Let's do 3 of each and just see if that works. If not, we'll just have to drive it as it is. And Ferrari. Okay, it's happier this time. It's happy this time. Let's hope it continues that way. We'll do Blackwood instead, just to keep things happy. DS3000. Guys. I'm not sure if I follow on that one. Is that one of the cars that was available to look at? Check that out in a minute. All right, path AI path's done. Okay, again, actually, let's just put ourselves at the back here so we can see what we can do. Right, GT3 stuff. Inlet for speed. So let's see. Again, we've got nice interior. Oh, brake pads in the truck. Okay, gotcha. For GS3000s, yeah. Okay, right, down to turn one here at Blackwood. Turbo flutter. Ooh, hello. It's an expensive GT3 crash. Ooh, I think you're going the wrong way, so I'll turn around there. One damaged Audi going on the outside. Okay, well, let's try again. So yeah, inside the car looks really nice. The interior is as you'd expect. It's got the air vents pointing at you, the very familiar Ferrari steering wheel. Let's get the inside of this. I'll clear this Audi somehow. Come on. Oh, a little bit of a nudge, why not? Got some serious camber issues on that right rear. Can't be helping his tyre wear issues. Right. Don't hit me. Yeah, I think he's still alongside, but yeah, there he is. So it seems to be a bit quicker in a straight line, the Audi. Stop for turn one. Again, good feedback through the wheel. Reasonable amount of grip, as you'd expect for a GT3 car. Not massively grippy through the slow speed stuff. And let's see what we can do now we've been unleashed from behind that Audi. Ooh, that's late. Love the turbo flutter, sounds so good. Yes, a bit of traction control kicking in there as well, which is obviously what you would expect on a GT3 car. They have got different levels of TC. It'll be interesting to see if we can adjust that. We are catching the cars ahead. Feels quite nice, actually. So obviously GT3s are very popular in the world of sim racing, so there's lots of opportunity to review them against their competitors in different titles. And you can definitely tell that you're driving a GT3 car. Ooh, snap of oversteer mid-corner there, but gathered it up. Thanks to the big slick tyres and a bit of aero assistance, I'm sure. It's starting to move around a little bit. So need to be wary of that. There we go, just a short for that race there, but yeah, I mean, car feels pretty good. So what have we got up front here? We've got a mixture here. We've got Ferraris, Porsches, and Audis all together. So I would like to think they're quite well balanced and they have a decent balance of performance. The dreaded BOP. Very nice. Some good quality mods. I think the ones we've seen so far. Some really good quality cars, I think. Definitely helped by the new dashes as well, which really make a big difference. Very good. Right, okay. Let's have a look, see what else we have here. Might be worth a test. A few of these look reasonably familiar. Obviously, we're going to be seeing here, they're sorted by date of update, so some of them will be ones we've driven in the past, but have had a little bit of a change to them. Just having a look through here. Don't think we've tried the Formula Classic 91 though. It's a new one. Yep, it's downloading it, so it's got to be a new one. Okay. Just the yeah, it's got to be the red with the black wings, isn't it? Yeah, completely red wings. It's here we go. We got old Jordan. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Right. There's a V12 3 litre, 680 brake horsepower, so plenty on tap. I was actually just watching just recently a couple of videos of Senna and Prost around Suzuka in the 1989 McLaren, which was yeah, pretty brutal to watch that thing going around. Very impressive. So let's see how this thing handles the likes of I guess the nearest one we have to Suzuka probably be West still. Actually, let's go international. Yeah, okay, let's test this out. I hope this is manual. It's not sequential. Okay. So here we go then. So this has got one of the original liver speed steering wheels in it. The gauges are very standard, so we're still going to get a mixture of standard kind of gauges and steering wheels and things thrown in here, but that's fine. It's all good. Let's have a look, see how this thing goes. Let's test the feedback out there. Might need to increase that just a touch. Whoop. Okay, so this one doesn't have the V12 sound I was expecting. Whoa. Certainly bites if you put too much throttle in there. Picks up pretty quick too. Already up to 180 k's. Turn to turn one. Use the very basic aero through there to help maintain some speed. Ooh, a little bit of a twitch on the downshift. Ooh, doesn't like curbs either. It's straight, there we go. And we're dead. Okay, so that's maybe not quite what I was expecting. Not to say it's bad, it's just not quite what I was expecting. I mean, I think... Oops. Yeah, I mean, obviously sound-wise, a little bit different to a V12, but that's okay. We can live with that. There's definitely plenty of grip mechanically when you're going through corners. It is upset significantly when you try and apply any kind of throttle, which, you know, 90s F1 cars would be. You'd have to be pretty careful to drive one of those. But yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, the actual model looks really nice. I do like the look of the model on the exterior. Might a little bit more time to practice driving that thing, but okay. Let's move on. Let's see what else we've got here. Done some bikes already, but let's try this Trex bike. Which is obviously meant to be some kind of what's the velodrome style time trial bike. It's riders in position, ready to get the best drag resistance. Let's check this out from outside. Ooh. Sounds almost rocket propelled. Clean test. Not too bad. You can just see the thing just kind of having a little bit of a wobble, got a bit too far leant over there. So what we're doing, 70 miles an hour. Not quite sure what kind of speeds these time trial bikes can get up to. Yeah, tyres were starting to complain at me then. Didn't fall off over the curb, which is quite comforting. It's obviously not meant for large, spread out circuits such as this. I bet you can't see the shadow of the driver or the rider, you can only see the bike. Alright. Look at that. Whoa! Alright. Well, that's pretty stable. Yeah, you can get into all sorts of angles before things go wrong with that. Bad. Okay. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. It's got gears on the actual bike, but you can't shift through them in game. That's fine. Let's see what else we got here. Super GP. Okay. We've just driven a single seater. Let's do another one for back to back. Now, obviously, they just released Super GP cars or Super Formula cars for iRacing. It's be interesting to see what this thing's like to drive. Some cool livery options available. Very nice. We've got default, and we've got oval. I guess S hard and hard is that suspension perhaps? Different. Oh yeah, so you got the camber layouts which are geared more towards your oval stuff, but we shall stick with default because we're going to drive actual circuit here. Let's go to a different one. Let's go to Aston circuit here, I think. Let's open that up. Okay, let's go have a look at this one then. So again, we've got a nice steering wheel here. We've got the DigiDash on the steering wheel, which is pretty nice. All the info you'd need. Good view of the mirrors. Of course, you have the halo in front of you as well, so you've got to try and look beyond that. Okay. Sounds good. Down's the fine little complex here. Yeah, so this thing seems to have plenty of grip. Obviously, it's a little bit more advanced than the Formula 90s classic one that we drove before. It's got more aero available to it for a starter. Let's get it stopped into here. Yeah, good brakes on it. All that up pretty quickly. Nice and easy to control on the oversteer there. Oops, too quick through there though. Alright, let's brake off left here. Okay. This feels pretty good. Quite like this one. Keep it flat out through this right-hander. And I think this is where it curves back around to the hairpin here. Yep. Yeah, I mean, again, with more time in the car, you get used to that and you learn how to control the throttle a little bit better so you don't have those oversteering moments coming off the corners, but yeah, I mean, that feels pretty nice. And again, it's quite cool to have a proper steering wheel in front of you there. It's quite a popular shape steering wheel these days. A lot of steering wheels look very much like that, which I think some of them are Cosworth design ones, or a lot of LMP cars have that kind of shape steering wheel as well. It's not really a wheel, it's more of a, yeah, it's more of a yoke, I suppose. But yeah, that's pretty nice. Model looks really good as well. So very good. All right, we're rattling through some of these just to kind of give a chance to get through as many as we can. So some of these we've obviously seen before. We've got the RX Sweden cars on here, which have seemingly increased. There's loads of those. Okay, so we've got a GT86 here, an Evo, and another Supra as well, a modern one. Right, that's tuned. Okay, apparently. Memelution, right. It's a UK type tuner. Evo 9. Let's have a quick look at the model. So the model looks quite nice. Big intercooler at the front there. We've got UF 400 with a rally spec one with higher suspension and off-road tyres, and a track day one which has been slammed, and got some Michelin tyres on there as well. Let's take that one out. It's got some colour options here. The police one as well. Red Evo. Let's go with a red Evo. And we'll take this one to see if it'll load Rockingham this time. See if it likes it. Yeah, okay, that's good. Right. Boost gauge in the middle of the dash there. Just about look down, see the dials and things. Again, a bit more of a unique look to them as well, which is cool. Right, into the double back hairpin left, and then on towards Yentwood. And this one has a very different kind of feel to it through the steering, actually. It's pretty detailed, actually. You can feel when things... I think you can probably feel the bumps more through the steering for some reason. It seems to be a lot more pronounced when you can actually feel the bumps, which is quite interesting. Well, that's because the suspension's so hard, perhaps. You still got a lot of weight through the car body itself. Obviously, you got the single seaters, which are very light, even though they are stiffly sprung. But yeah, interesting. Feels good though. It feels nice to. Oops, another gear. It feels nice to drive. And you get a good understanding of what's going on underneath you. Plenty of grip on turning there as well. Obviously four-wheel drive with this thing. Let's chuck it in through there. That's nice. Good brakes. Very good brakes, in fact. That stopped when I wasn't expecting it to. Bit of a slide on the exit through there, but you can keep your foot in, being four-wheel drive, and it'll just sort itself out eventually. Let's go through the fast chicane this time. Crazy that was even a first corner. In fact, it wasn't a first corner because it was on the first lap you'd just go around the oval bit, and then the second lap you'd go through there. It's because it was deemed too dangerous to go through there as a first corner. But yeah, that's nice actually. That drives really well. You can chuck it around quite a bit, and it's actually, got a good feel through the wheels. So yeah, impressed with that one. Very nice. Right, let's try this Super. I'm curious to see what the I guess it's a Mark V, isn't it? The it's a big mod. Normally they don't take this long to download. Unless something's going wrong on the back end of things. Hello. Are you still with me? Come on, live for speed. Time out. Okay, so that one doesn't download. Let's try it again. It's checking it now. Something might be a little bit awry with that mod by the looks of things. Okay. Cross texture triangle. Okay. That's what it is. Having problems with some of the model, but the actual model itself looks pretty nice. What's everyone's thoughts on the new Super? What do they think? I know it's been made with BMW as well, but I think it's got a nice looking thing. Usual color options. Right, let's give this a drive on track. Nice. Again, interiors have had a good bit of detail going on here. We've got a really busy rev counter in front of me there. Sounds good too. Got all the apps on our big touchscreen display in the middle of the dash there. Takes off well. You're a fan of you guys? Yeah, I think it looks all right. They look probably better on the road actually, because you see them, they actually do stand out. A lot of cars on the road these days tend to blend in with each other, whereas you see one of these on the road, and you're like, oh yeah, that's something a little bit different. TC kicking in through that. Still allows a little bit of slip, but not enough to get you into too much trouble. You can recover it. Quite nicely balanced actually, going through those different direction changes. If it wasn't for the TC there, we would have got nicely online through there. It's just didn't allow me to just drift out far enough to miss that curb on the inside. Sounds really nice actually. Flat out through the banking with a little bit of turn right to go left. Again, nice brakes to it. Yeah, interiors look really nice. I mean, the model does look good. Obviously, there's some issues in the background with some triangles which are not quite right, but once you actually have it downloaded in game, it looks pretty good. Also, rear wheel on the grass. Right, well, let's just go to the pits a second. Let's do a new setup, and then oops, we'll turn the TC off if we can. Where are you? Here you are. Traction control off. No slippage whatsoever. Just give me all the power you have to the rear wheels, and I'll deal with it myself, maybe. Okay. take it nice and easy to start off with, and then we'll see what happens on the exit of the hairpin down here. Oh yeah, see, it's all good. No problem. Usually the point where I throw it off on the very next corner. Yeah, okay, there's the difference. So you can get it sideways and then recover it to an extent, but you can also overcook it. Whereas the other one, the other traction control setting, would allow you to get a little bit sideways, have a little bit of fun, but then also just tell you when you just maybe gone a little bit too far and then spoil the party. There we go, that's what we were talking about earlier. So the extra slippage through there allowed us to just float beyond that curb. Yeah. Have some fun sliding that thing around. Very good. Right, next. What else have we got here? Right, Legends. One of my favourite race cars. Just because they're just so fun looking things. You know, the little 3/4 scale cars and wheels protrude out the arches and bike engine, very quick. Usually pretty good racing. Don't use this, use this instead. Okay, right, there we go. Very simple to understand setup options, setup naming conventions there. Right, well, let's give this one a rip, shall we? I feel with this we need to involve some other cars. So let's just do that. Down to where we were. Here's the Legend. It's checking the mod now as well. Already downloaded it, you don't need to check it. Okay, we're good. Use this setup. That's the one we want. Right. Some AI, and then put us at the back. And we'll select ourselves a livery. Okay. Let's go to somewhere we can bump draft a little bit. Let's try Blackwood here. Let's do its thing with the path update. There we go. That was quick. I'm excited to give this a go because Legends cards are fun. So let's see. That translates. Hopefully I got in. No. Because they're bike engine, I thought they had a bike gearbox, but they don't. Here we go. Alright, down towards turn 1 then. Let's get on the back of these other cars as we get into here. Ooh. Using the bumpers already, not quite the way I was intending them to, but Steve says we'll have to get some community races going again. Yes, we will. It's been a long time. Perhaps we can look at doing something on RF2 as well, because I think there's a way now that we can create our own sessions and then go from there. So maybe we'll do some... Oh, look at that slipstream there. That was impressive. Yeah, so maybe we look at doing some BTCC or something on RF2. That'd be fun. Whoop. Yeah, it's been too long since we've had a community race, so we'll have to do one, get one set up, or we'll do something on AOS2 as usual. Okay, well, to be fair to the AI, they're actually bit quicker than they were originally. So you'd have the Pro AI cars, and there'd be you could get past them really easily. But here, I know I'm obviously driving off track and making a bit of a mess of things at times, but they seem to be holding their own a little bit more, which is good. Maybe not so much through the slow corners. Come on. But through the quicker stuff, they seem to be more than capable of going through there with a decent pace. So let's see if that slipstream effect makes a big difference down here again. You can see they're all lining up down the straight. We're a bit far back though, I think. But yeah, as soon as we ducked in behind that other car, it was just like a turbo boost in the back. Oops, a little twitchy through there. So settled down into a bit of a rhythm here, and they're all fairly equidistant from each other, so I wonder whether they'll get to a position where they might start overtaking each other or not. But to be fair, AI is so difficult, isn't it? It's not an easy thing to get right, so for a very small dev team, which we have in Live for Speed, it's a big task. Okay, we've got a run here. Whoa. Big snap as we got on the curb there. Wasn't the cleanest run through the chicane, to be honest. Okay, got one to my left now. Make sure we give them room into here. Okay. Fended them off for now. Down the inside there. Yeah, so you can be quite gentle with them, you can balance them through the corners, which is nice. So obviously you get a little bit too ham-fisted with your steering, or a bit too excited with your throttle. Obviously you're going to have some issues trying to get the thing off the corner safely, but if you're gentle with it and you actually try and coax it through there in a quick but controlled manner, then yeah, you can drive them on the limits and just over, but without losing too much time and also overcooking the tyres as well. But very cool. The Legends are really fun, as I was expecting them to be. Nice. Right, okay. Good stuff. Let's see what else we've got going on here. Obviously, hosts of BMWs, various E36 configurations going on there. What on earth is this? It's having a bit of trouble downloading mods this evening. It's taking a bit longer than normal. Oh my word. Someone's gone, I know, let's take a Mercedes 300 SL and make it really tall, but only on the cockpit. Everything else can stay small. Like, what happens if you put the driver in? Okay, so it's regular size. So it's not like the driver's squashed up in there. It's just into the doors even close, or do they just stay open? No, they just stay open. In that case, oops, no, force is on. Does it create lift? That's what I want to know. those doors act as wings, actual gull wings, and create lift. So, like I said earlier at the beginning of the stream, we like to experience the weird and wonderful world that is modding in Live for Speed and the various wild creations that come out. I suspect this is one of them. Hands aren't on the steering wheel properly. Some kind of weird, crazy patterns going on the inside. It's a bit of a all-over-the-place mod. But, yeah, I'm not quite sure what the idea is behind that, but okay. It's there for someone should they wish to drive it. Okay, moving swiftly on. The flip truck, Dakar stance truck. Because that's what you need in the middle of the desert when you're trying to go over rocks and sand dunes and things. You need a truck that's stanced. Yeah. Not sure I buy into that. Got some tyre storage in the back there. And some very fat tyres. Okay. And there's a drift mode as well. With extra skirting around the side and the front. Which we're obviously going to have to test this out. Oh, and because it's stance as well, the driver's got his hands just casually just steering like that. Right. Let's see what a stanced drift Dakar truck can do. It can plough. That's one thing it can do. And we're stuck. Let's try that again. So let's get ourselves back to the middle. Here we go. I suspect something is very broken in the steering department because this thing is trying to go everywhere that it's not meant to. Okay. Maybe a work in progress then. Anyway, what else we got? An imaginary aero car inspired by pre-40s machinery. Okay, I can see where the inspirations come from. Version 1 setup. We'll use that one. Various color options. I like the black with the red wheels. That's very nice. Right. Okay, so I think from what I can remember of a similar type car to this, I'm pretty sure they actually have like a propeller on the front, which is why the grill's got that kind of colouring on it, as you saw on the 3D model there. Obviously it didn't catch on or take off, whichever way you want to look at it. And the rear wing, it's just like a biplane or something. It's got a lot of pace to it though. Let's see what it can do through the corners. Okay, not horrendous. Hey Latvian video, welcome along. Yeah, Raymond, it was a little bit of a crazy truck that one. I think it's something not quite right there, I don't think. But here we're 5th gear, a flat out down the straight here at Blackwood in the aero car. Let's get stopped. We can. Well, that's pretty fun. You can I was gonna say you can chuck it in. You just have to be prepared to catch a little bit later on. Oops, maybe not second gear through there. Of course, we've got the big aero screen in front of us there, which is protecting us from the buffeting of the wind down the main straight. Okay, it's doesn't handle too badly, not quite as badly as I was expecting it to. Another interesting contraption. Then the aero was working quite interestingly. You get through some of the corners and you hit the curbs, and it does try and roll over on you, so try and do a barrel roll. It's kind of going back to its natural habitat, I suppose. But yeah, interesting machine. Now this thing, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I've seen this car obviously at Goodwood, I think, recently at the Festival of Speed, which is meant to be a drift car, but it's kind of got Group 5 style bodywork on it, and a classic livery as well, which looks really, really cool. It's got these fins running down the bonnet here just to help with straight line stability. But that looks really cool. So let's give this a go. Let's have a quick look at the dash there. Very nice. See the tire marks left by that Stance Dakar drift truck mess. And then the subsequent ploughing into the gravel lines. So obviously this is supposed to be for drifting, so let's see. Bad. Bit of over on the downshifts on the previous car, was it, Lavia? Okay. That's set up pretty nicely for drifting, actually. Let's just do a quick 360 here. Or not. Let's try and do a quick spin turn thing, but didn't quite work out the way I'd planned. Well, as you'd expect, it's a pretty mad drift machine, this thing. And I can tell by the smoke trails in the mirror that tyres are feeling a little bit warm right now. Yeah, handles very nicely for a drift car. It allows you to get the car at all sorts of angles and then hold it there with relative ease. So, yep, that works. Oh, quite. What's the engine supposed to have in there? I didn't see what it was. It's a 2.6 inline 4. Okay, obviously turbocharged, 1200 brake horsepower. So not much, just a small amount. Very good, like that. Ooh. The Radix P6. Any guesses? Well, this could be replicating here. We have a plates and no plates version. Cool. So look at the color options here. So got some different color combos. It's quite nice, the black and gold. But yeah. So I think this is it's got P6 on there, but it's kind of like an SR3, original SR3. It's not one of the later model variants because they have a more of a nose going down the bonnet. So these are the previous generation ones. So yeah, that's cool. So 4 litre. This is a bike engine essentially. So Let's have a look at this. Let's turn off the gauges again. Now, the dash looks really nice on this one. That's really cool. It's like all integrated into a very nice looking dash there. And cockpit as well, we've got the carbon fibre dash, you've got the various red levers for things such as fire extinguishers and battery cutoff, etc. Cool. Let's give this a drive. So, these little cars were very popular in the world of track daying, and obviously have their own race series as well. So, even though it's only 1.3 litre, there's plenty of power available, and lightweight body means that less weight to carry around, so the acceleration and handling is very good as well. And of course there is aero from that bodywork. Just kind of feel our way in here, not too crazy to start off with. But yeah, so we're about to mention this car. Mini Metro. I don't know if there's a Mini Metro. I'll take a look, guys. Let's see if I can find one. Piran Moto Destruction Derby had this car in one of the rounds. Very fun car to race. As a Destruction Derby? I don't know. Nice on the downshifts. Plenty of stability on the braking. Oops, that's my fault for going too eager on the turn in there. Let's turn the force feed back up a little bit. Yeah, rapid little thing this. It's very, very quick. Your grip off the corners as well, which is very comforting. Because you can get the power down and get onto the next straight and on the way to the next corner as quick as possible. But yeah, I do like the texturing on it. It looks very nice. That dashboard texture looks really, really good. Kind of confused by the shift lights in a way. We've got revs going up and then the last two LEDs are shift lights themselves, but the shift lights seem to appear before you reach the end of the rev light sequence, so that means you have to shift before you hit the red line. Then that's probably what that's all about. Just got to keep an eye on the lights on the right hand side for your shifting. Oops, that's a big curb. Yeah, it feels really nice. Very well done indeed, that one. As I say, that might be really good fun to race. I might have to do a quick single player race with that one, I think. Let's do that. Go in and find the radical here again. There it is. Straight out the back there, there we go. This time we'll go to West Hill. Yeah, we'll do the international one. Load that in there, get those AI working their way through. Hey, welcome. Hello, by the way. How's the AI? AI is actually pretty good. I'm impressed with it. It's a good step forward from what it was, in terms of they actually don't always just follow blindly, get into a one line and then just keep pushing on like that. They do tend to move around. They were quite impressive with the bikes, I will say. We did a test earlier on, the first thing we did, testing out the new bike physics and also the AI to go along with that. And they actually handle it pretty well. I am quite impressed with it, actually. But we'll see how the AI handle with the radical here as well. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's test this out. Need to turn that option off with the clocks. Right. West Hill International then. Lots of sweeping corners for the Radical to sink its teeth into. They're kind of all spreading out here and trying to find their own way into turn 1, which is very cool. Let's see how they handle this. Whoop. A little bit of bunching going on there. Oh, that's a bit aggressive. Oh no, someone spun in front of us. Around that. Just about managed to get through that. So there are some little gremlins stuck in there, but I guess it also means that there's some room for errors, which you get in real racing as well, so they're not completely perfect, as no human is, so there's every opportunity for some crashes, even when you do have all 4 wheels. Rather than the 2 on the bikes. Okay, need to get into the groove of things here. Where are we? Can't see behind me. Let's try to check the mirrors there. Got a bit of a gap. Let's go after these leaders here. As we were saying earlier, the AI are actually quite a bit stronger than they were as well, so you stick them on the pro spec level and they not much of a slouch anymore. They actually have a bit of pace to them. So you have to work for the wins in the AI races now. As you can see, we're not really gaining on them that much. So that's good. It means you can actually have a bit of a battle with them. So we'll lift through that. That's quick through there. The AI behind are catching up a little bit here. It's nice. You can feel it when it breaks loose like that, and then if you're quick enough, you can catch it, no problem. Oops, double shifted it. No. Yeah, it is. I would say it is way better than it was before. They've done a good job with it. Obviously, this is still in development, so there may well be some changes to be made in the future with regards to how they interact with each other. But already it's a good step up from where it was. Okay, now we've caught them up. So we're quicker than them through the slower corners. Through the quicker corners, they're more than capable of holding their own. But when you get into the slower corners, that's where we start to have a bit more of an advantage. But it's good. It means if you do prefer to race against AI rather than online, then it gives you something more of a challenge to actually go up against and just have fun with, really. So just set the fastest lap there. That was helped by our speed through the slower sections of the circuit. Flat out through turn 1. Absolutely insane. Quick downshift for the uphill left-hander there. Cars ahead are starting to get a little bit larger, which is good, as we're getting closer. Again, too much curb taken on the inside there. It's nice through that. That's neat. They're locking up into this little complex here. Cars ahead, so it's interesting. They're not just hitting the brakes perfectly as well, so that helps. So we're in the tow now. Let's see if we can work our way up onto the podium. This is top 3 in the race here. And this is our section of the track where we're quicker. As he says, nearly throwing it all away. So these 3 have kind of got themselves into a bit of a situation where they're all running about the same kind of pace, so there's no kind of progress being made either forwards or backwards. But I think when you get kind of multi-class thing going on, we've got different cars on track, that's where you start to see the kind of dynamic of trying to get past slower cars and things, because they don't just get stuck behind slower cars anymore, they actually get through. So that was good fun. Pretty flat out around the international circuit at West Hill, but yeah, that worked pretty well. Okay, let's have a look, see what else we can find here. More buses, of course. See, everything else stands out in terms of something I haven't seen yet or want to try. Something stood out, guys. Okay, so we have a track spec. Oscar, which has a rather impressive rear wing to it, and some titanium tipped exhaust sticking out the back, and some aero wheels, turbo fans, splitter on the front. Okay, let's see. There's a 2.5 litre flat 4, which is true to Oscar heritage. Let's take this to the national circuit here, and we'll see how this one gets on track, because it's where it's meant to be. Okay. Fairly basic interior to this one, but that's fine. Is it with this H pattern? That's good. So Ayub says, I may try it next week. Never raced AI for a long time. Yeah, definitely worth a go. Worth getting the test patch and doing. Obviously, make sure you back up your original exe file as well before you extract the new one. But all the installation instructions are on the forum, so it's all good. Raymond says, does the Radical feel as good as it looks? It does feel pretty good, actually. It's nicely connected to the road. I could probably turn the force feedback up a little bit further to kind of get an even better feel to it. I was quite light there, but no, it does feel good, and you can feel the car being quite planted to the corners. So yeah, very, very, very good. Right, I didn't see what kind of power output this thing has, but we'll find out. Quite a bit more than normal. Okay. So this thing's up and gone. What are we at? 150 now? 150 mile an hour? 60? Have to get on the brakes. Use all the air from that rear wing, trying to keep the rear end in some form of check, but failing somewhat too. This thing's got some pace. Right. Definitely won't be flat through turn 1. No. 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 Okay. We broke it. Let's restart. Well, what I can confirm with this particular car is it still has the characteristics that we've come to love from the Fusca, in that the rear end is very happy to attempt to swap ends on you. I didn't get on the brakes early enough. You rolled it over. Oh no. Okay, let's try and keep this thing on the island and try and see if we can figure out how to drive it. Just remember to brake earlier. Black lines everywhere. I just need to see this thing from the outside. It's a bit of a mad thing, that. Can you compare it with the AMS2 Fusca? To a degree, yes. Because we know how much the AMS2 the AMS2 car loves to slide around. It's this one, I think, mostly because of the power output. It's less easy to control when it does get sideways. The Fusca one in the AMS2 is much easier to control, and you can just feel where the weight is on the rear and just kind of ease your way through the corners, whereas this thing, you can still ease your way through the corners, but if you try to apply any kind of throttle on the exit or try and power slide your way out of the corner, if it does go sideways, then the boost just kicks in and then you just got no chance because the weight at the rear just takes over and that's it, you're around. So that the handling dynamic is there. It's the similar kind of thing, just exacerbated by the fact it's got 550 brake horsepower. Oh no. Okay. Right. Let's see what else we can find here. Let's see if there's anything that's worth checking out. Another Fusca there. It's a bit more standard, that one. 116 kilowatts. Let's see what else we can find. Nice effort. It's very square, that one. Okay. Recognizing quite a few of these. Let's try to see if there's anything new here that we've not tested out yet. A La Cibra. That's cool. Let's have a look at the La Cibra. The Vauxhall Calibra, as it is known here in the UK, was actually quite a sharp-looking thing when it came out, and obviously the DTM version was particularly nice to look at. Yeah, obviously the models there or thereabouts, it's got its issues, but it's pretty cool to see a Calibra in game. Also, interesting to see the Passat Estate, which is an interesting choice of car for a sim anyway. I believe that's supposed to be a RAV4, but it looks like it's been done. Just taken pictures of it and then just stuck it on some generic shape. Okay, got some more interesting stuff going on here. Got some buggies here. Let's try this. Look at this. It's like a beach buggy type thing. That means we have to take it to Firm Bay, obviously. We'll go there. Left-hand drive only in this one. So beach buggies themselves aren't particularly quick vehicles. The RAV4 is the one from the Blackwood parking lot. Ah, okay, right. Gotcha. It's just been turned into a drivable car instead. Gotcha. Okay. To a chicane. Flat out. Oop. Only 4 gears. Kind of reminds me because in the UK, well, in Wales at least at the moment, we have new 20-mile-an-hour speed limits, and it's kind of interesting because you can go flat out pretty much everywhere because you don't need to slow down because you're going slow enough. Okay, well this thing it's got some reasonable handling to it. Feel the weight moving around as we give it a bit of a wobble down the straight there. Okay, a slightly slower car should you wish to drive that, but it's an interesting looking thing. Yeah, only 46 brake horsepower, so it's not not the most powerful thing in the world. Look at this thing. This is the Calamar Bravado, which is obviously Camaro spec type body to it, beefed up slightly so the tyres are sticking out from the side. We've got the light and heavy version. So what's the total mass? Okay, so yeah, it's 200 kilos more in the heavy one. Not quite sure why you'd want the heavier one, but it's fine. Much more basic interior on this one. Basic lights on the, sorry, mirrors on the side there. Also doesn't have the sound I was expecting. Oh, it's a lot heavier on the steering too. Okay, that's a bit of a weird thing to drive actually. It feels a bit... Okay, it feels like it's slightly disconnected, but okay, that's an odd contraption. 5.7 litre V8 doesn't sound like a 5.7 V8, but okay. What else we got here? IAF 50 watt, the old German truck. Okay. The dump truck Mercedes Benz. Does that have? Oh, it doesn't have end on it. Doesn't give you that option either by the looks of things. Okay, let's see if there's anything else on here that stands out. A mower. Okay. I mean, there's some that are really nice. I mean, obviously the various E30 BMWs are really, really nice. That's got a cool looking Astra Estate, should you wish to have an Astra Estate in your sim. Ooh, I don't know if we've driven that. Have we driven this? I don't know if we have. Looks pretty cool. Obviously, GT40 inspired car, this one. Let's give this one a rip. Okay, yeah, so interior, again, slightly lower rate than everything else we've driven, but it's okay. Let's test it around here. So it's got the V8 sound we would expect from a car like this. So this thing, again, it's quite soft on the suspension. You can see the body rolling quite a bit as we go through these corners. And because of all the tyres that we're on, the thing starts to move around a little bit with all that weight shifting around. Love the view out of the mirror. You got the intakes on the engine cover at the back there. No, let's not stop in it. Very shiny steering wheel. It's got a very shiny steering wheel. Yeah, okay, so that's an interesting thing to drive. It's yeah. I mean, the GT40 is a bit of a brute anyway. But yeah, you can feel the thing moving around. It's on slicks by the looks of things though, so it's not quite historically accurate. It should be on groove tires, but you can feel the weight moving around and the suspension being quite soft as well. So that's pretty fun to try and experience. Let's see if there's anything else here that we can jump into for a quick test here before we wrap things up. I mean, there's just so much stuff in there for speed now. It really is. There's just a heap of content for you to delve into and explore. You can just keep scrolling forever and try and find something. Yes, there's a whole load of SST spec cars, which are the Super Tourer spec cars now. So you can have a full-on grid of those, should you wish to, or with the same kind of engine capacity and weight as well. So they should be well matched. Let's see if there's anything else here. We're getting into realms of stuff we've tried before. It's just loads and loads of stuff. Right, so what we'll do, for those who weren't here at the beginning, we'll revisit the motorcycle AI just for a bit of fun to wrap things up here. So let's go back to the single player mode here. Do you like that radical? It's very nice indeed. Take that one off. Right, let's go bike. We'll choose a different one this time. So maybe we'll do a grid of. I don't know, do we do a grid of slower bikes and try that? Will it? I don't know if we'll manage that. Let's try to decide which ones to go with here. Now let's do the Vulcan here, the Ducati essentially. Let's do that. We'll just do a grid full of these, and we'll go West Hill International again. See how these go. In fact, we already have the we already have the AI done for that. I just need to put myself at the back. There we go. Right. Shift F, get that away. Wait for the lights, and then we'll unleash the bikes into turn 1 here at West Hill. Watching all the death wobbles going on. Whoop. So busy watching that, I forgot to brake. How many we can take out on the way through. Right, take 2. Wasn't concentrating. It's too busy watching everyone else, that's the problem. Okay, here we go. Wheelie off the start. Another one. Okay, survived turn 1. It's always a good start. Get on the brakes before that guy takes us out. Ooh, bit of a wobble on the downshift. Let's go around the outside here. Honestly, I thought I was going to drop it there. I don't mind losing a couple of places because we're still going. I know I said it earlier, but it is super impressive what we can do now with these bikes. I was going to run into the back of him then. Managed to successfully negotiate our way through there. Open away. I didn't have any reference points for my braking. Let's watch them all go through there. Oh no. Okay, a little bit better that time. So it's we won't go blasting past them at the start. We'll try and feel our way through. Give ourselves a bit more of a challenge rather than racing to the front, because it is easy to get past the bikes. It's a bit of a wobbly start. Got them all dropping and changing up in front. He fell off before I even got to them. You put the brakes on too hard. Everything just needs to be smooth at the bike, so there's no... You just can't be rough with them. You've got to gently ease them through the corners and out of the corners. I'll keep my distance on the right here while they're busy weaving around. Oh no. 3 down. 4. Nice and easy, gently does it. Only apply the brakes hard when you're right. Let's go underneath them. Oh, there's a cone. No. And took out the rest of the field. Okay, let's go external and see what's going on around us. Watch the chaos unfold. I mean, considering they couldn't ride bikes before, that they can now is brilliant. In fact, it's probably even harder to ride it from the external view, actually. At least you know where they are, that's the big difference, but... I'm still leaning my head even though I'm not needing to. To be fair, most of those avoided me. It was just the last two who had no chance whatsoever. Oh dear. Well, that's heaps of fun. I enjoyed that. Yeah, so big props to the developers for Live for Speed for getting AI to work with the bikes. It's actually a lot of fun. It's put a smile on my face anyway, that's for sure. But yeah. good stuff. We've got plenty of content. We obviously didn't drive this evening, but you know, there's loads to choose from, and you could literally spend hours, days, even just kind of going through and driving every single one. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Hope you had a laugh like I did, just trying to experience some of these cars and bikes and weird drift Dakar stance trucks. But there we go. It's been good fun to be back. We will be back more frequently, I promise. So we'll be looking to do some more stuff recently. We'll get some community races up and running as well, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's what's new in Live for Speed. I always enjoy coming back into Live for Speed, and it's obviously got a very special place in my sim racing history, and it's good to see it still active and lots of new things coming its way. So always good fun. So yeah, thanks guys for joining us this evening. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We'll be back again very soon with some more sim racing content, and yeah, we look forward to seeing you then. Till next time guys, take care of yourselves, keep on racing, and we'll see you next time.